In the heart of America's plains, Nebraska's leaders stumble through a circus of their own making, a spectacle of ineptitude and betrayal. The state's borders, porous as a sieve, have welcomed a flood of undocumented newcomers, yet its politicians Jim Pillen, Pete Ricketts, Don Bacon, Deb Fisher, Mike Flood, Adrian Smith, and a unicameral legion of dunces stand idle, their hands tied by greed, ignorance, or both. Each delivers grandiose speeches, crisscrossing the state in gas-guzzling convoys or private jets, burning taxpayer dollars while the crisis festers. Their words, hollow as the prairie's winter winds, promise security but deliver nothing. Governor Jim Pillen, a bumbling figurehead, staggers through his tenure, a puppet for the Ricketts dynasty. His administration, steeped in the health scam of 2020, enforced draconian measures that shuttered businesses and fractured lives. Pillen's border record is equally dismal. In 2023, he issued an executive order aligning with federal enforcement rhetoric, but refused to deploy state resources to stem the tide of newcomers, citing federal jurisdiction. His conflicts of interest, tied to agribusiness reliant on cheap labor, raise questions about his motives. Pete Ricketts, now a U.S. Senator, is no better. As governor from 2015 to 2023, he championed globalist policies while Nebraska's meatpacking plants became magnets for undocumented workers. His family's financial empire, with stakes in industries benefiting from lax enforcement, casts a shadow over his tenure. Ricketts' campaign trail mantra, "Nebraska's the good life," rings false as he jets to D.C., leaving the state vulnerable. Don Bacon, a retiring congressman, cloaks himself in patriotic bluster, but wields no influence over border policy. His votes for bloated federal budgets indirectly funded NGOs facilitating newcomer resettlement in Omaha. Tied to defense contractors, Bacon's priorities lie abroad, not in securing Nebraska's heartland. Deb Fisher, a senator since 2013, parrots party lines, her campaign coffers swollen by agribusiness and tech interests that thrive on unregulated labor markets. Mike Flood and Adrian Smith, congressional cogs, offer little beyond platitudes. Flood, a self-proclaimed nerd, pushes winner-take-all electoral schemes, diverting attention from the border crisis. Smith, a fixture since 2007, remains a non-entity, his silence on immigration deafening. Both benefit from donor networks linked to industries exploiting newcomer labor. The Nebraska unicameral, a 49-member clown show, epitomizes collective stupidity. Senators like John Kavanaugh and Michaela Kavanaugh bicker over daylight, saving time and property taxes, wasting sessions on trivialities, while Omaha's meatpacking plants swell with undocumented workers. A 2025 bill by Kathleen Koth to mandate worker verification stalled, lacking bipartisan support. The legislature's nonpartisan facade masks a deeper rot, apathy, and self-interest. Omaha City Council, led by figures like Pete Festerson, mirrors this dysfunction. Their meetings, a theater of pseudo-intellectual posturing, ignore the Human Rights and Relations Department's million-dollar budget, which critics allege funnels aid to undocumented networks. Mayor John Ewing, elected in 2025, faces accusations of prioritizing outsider communities over citizens, a legacy of negligence from predecessor Gene Stothard. Nebraska's leaders, from Pillen to the lowliest council member, are united in their failure. Their conflicts, agribusiness ties, donor dependencies, or sheer incompetence render them complicit in the state's unraveling. As they debate clocks and taxes, the borders bleed, and Nebraska's heartland becomes a cautionary tale of treachery and folly.